This is Angela. Angela, is it okay if we show this video to other people, like on Facebook and other platforms?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Thanks. Angela, you were just telling me some things that were like unbelievable how quickly things have changed for you using the X39. I know you started with that and the Aeon patch, but mostly the X39. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, tell everybody what your life was like. What was going on with you? First of all, that drove you in here, but also other things that just made your life, in your words, kind of crummy, right?
I got a specific vaccine, and so I got a neurological autoimmune, so I would lose function in my legs, especially my right leg, and right-sided weakness and nerve pain, but I get it in both sides, but right side is more prominent. Just a few months ago in February, I was in a cane, couldn't leave the house, couldn't drive. I get brain fog, confusion. When I do drive, I have to use maps all the time, even if I know where I'm going, because sometimes if I daydream, I have to have something bring me back to focusing on driving. So I don't drive with anybody else in the car, like my grandkids,
Oh,
because I'm too nervous. Don't trust myself 100%. Computer work is hard. Traveling is very hard. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it just sucks.
I remember
Yeah,
when you first came in.
yeah, I came in a cane, and I was not doing good.
No, you were not.
It took all my strength just to have my husband get me here. That was like the main part of my day, was just to be able to come here and then get back home and rest.
And so, Angela, I introduced you as part of your protocols for the brain things going on here, because the X39 has such huge benefits for the brain, but there are all these other side benefits that have happened. So tell us, you were just telling me some really like dramatic changes that have happened. Would tell everybody about that.
The first day I started wearing the X39 all day, I felt a little better. In all of my things. And then I started wearing it every day, and I was able to go travel to my father's, which is a 10-hour drive. And I was able to clean, cook, and go for a 20-minute walk on the beach, where I normally never been able to do those things there. My nerve pain is low, my legs are stronger. We brought a travel trailer home, and I was able to help wash it when we got home and be up on my legs, and I had the wind on my legs. And then after I was done that evening, I reflected on the day. I was like, I was out in the wind in shorts, and it didn't hurt.
So your legs used to hurt.
Yes, the wind would hurt my legs. It would make me tingle with nerve pain. So
really hypersensitive.
Yes, I used to not be able to walk on the grass. And I've been walking on the grass recently, and the texture doesn't bother me now. It doesn't hurt. It's not painful.
Wow.
It's a little irritating at times, but not painful. So desensitizing them some more. I was able to clean. I was able to shampoo carpets this weekend. I did yard work, and I was weeding. And then I was like to my husband, I said, do you remember a year ago today, I tried to help you do weeding, and I could do like 5 or 6 of the weeds, and then I'd have to sit and do nothing and just kind of be just your support person. And I was able to do the whole backyard with them around our flower bed.
So this is the former you.
Yes, that was the former.
You're back to.
I'm a busy bee. And so then there's been times I forget about my legs. Like I used to always be mentally connected to them. Like I'm doing things, okay, they feel this, okay, I better slow down, or, I'm going to flare later, or they would give me a sensation in pain, tingling, numbness, weakness. But there's been times lately that I forget about my legs. And later on I'm like, I just did that activity. I didn't even think about my legs because it was normalish.
No.
So, that's pretty
Oh my gosh. My only regret is that we didn't do a video when you first came in, because I'm telling you, your speech is so much more upbeat, quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Your face is brighter, everything.
Oh, yeah.
And shame on me for not doing a video first. A lot of people don't like to be videoed when they don't feel well.
Oh, I don't mind.
Yeah. Are there any other changes? Like, what about your relationship with grandkids and things like that?
I've been able to play with them a little more. Stairs was one of the most number one things. I usually have to stay away from stairs because that will flare my legs, and sometimes it's hard for me. If I can get up, then getting back down might be a little hard, or vice versa. But I was actually on, was it last month, a few weeks or so ago, when I was over for St. Patrick's Day. I was over there and I went up and down the stairs twice. I went up to the playroom. I picked them up and was carrying them, and they're like 2.5. So that's a lot of weight for me from what I've been used to. And I was able to do Go Danny Go, which is these little dancing thing off the TV. You do the moves with the TV with the grandkids. So I was able to do those things.
So energetic grandma is back.
Yeah, I'm known as the fun one.
You look so much happier now.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. I think
Absolutely.
this is really meaningful to people who went through the things that you've gone through, which seemed permanent at one time.
Yes. It did feel permanent, but I've made some leaps and bounds recently.
I remember when you first came in, you seemed pretty skeptical that anybody could help you.
I'm leery of everything.
Yeah.
Because I've gone to so many doctors, and I've gone to so many functional doctors and naturopathic ones, and I've just done so many things that hasn't been very productive for me.
Yeah, that would jade anybody, I think.
So I'm always a little, okay, I'm open, I want to do it, but I always have a little side eye going, taking it in, going, how do I feel about it?
Yeah.
And I try to follow my gut feeling. The gut usually tells me, no, you need to try it. Or no, I don't know. So I kind of have to listen
pretty
to
intuitive.
it. I try to be.
Yeah. Great changes, and I'm excited for you. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.